It was a show of force for the local branch of the Royal Canadian Legion. An invite to meet with MP Bob Zimmer on the fate of the Veterans Affairs Office was overwhelmingly received. All of council, provincial representatives, and even union leaders from out east attended, and they gave Zimmer a very clear message.
The Legion was a busy place earlier this week. It's where Prince George Peace River MP Bob Zimmer met those with a vested interest in veterans, and more specifically the closure of the Veterans Affairs Office in Prince George.
I'll tell you this City Council is supporting this branch relentlessly, and as well as our governments on both levels seem to be trying to support us. Definitely the provincial government, Shirley Bond and Mike Morris are bending over backwards to help us.
Last summer, Councillor Garth Frizzell put forward a motion to join 2 other Canadian communities in committing to Veterans Affairs through what's called a community covenant. But he feels there may be other allies on this front.
You know, there's 10 communities where the Veteran Affairs Office have been closed. And it's those communities that we may have to be working with, because this isn't an issue that's affecting everybody. Prince George is one of the ones that got singled out, and we're not getting the services that the veterans deserve.
Veterans Affairs has been handled out of the Service Canada offices since the local VA office was shut down in 2013. The federal government maintains, as does Zimmer, that the office was underused. Since then, the local branch of the Legion has pushed to reverse that decision or have people trained in Veterans Affairs at Service Canada. If nothing else, fund someone to work out of the Legion.
I have a little bit of confidence in the fact that Minister O'Toole seems to be moving on some of the issues that have been outstanding for a long time. Hopefully this will be looked at. It was a big mistake that the government made, and the government doesn't feel it was a mistake.
Frizzell says Zimmer left the meeting with a commitment to look into reopening the Veterans Affairs Office in some capacity. Frizzell says the issue is a big deal to veterans and, by extension, City Hall.
We can't just sit on our hands and watch while our Prince George veterans aren't getting the services they need. So, came out of it with some hope, because our MP was there, Bob Zimmer was there, he was on hand, and he was listening, and he said he's going to come back and he's going to do something about it. So we're going to watch, we're going to see, and we're going to come back in a month and see what's happened. It's an election year, right?
The Legion says it would hope to see a successful decision sooner rather than later before having to raise Cain again. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.